Hello friends, Assalamu alaikum. I am Hussain Laghari. As you know, we are here for you for your English class. So unfortunately, we are unable to conduct all the classes as we conduct regularly. But still, we are here. We have to conduct English class, and by tomorrow, other classes will be resumed too. So Ms. Shamila is here. I would like to ask Ms. Shamila to start her lecture. Ms. Shamila, are you there? Can you start now?
Yes. Assalamu alaikum everyone else. And I hope so that everybody is fine. So today we are going to discuss about the punctuation. And as you do remember that punctuations are very essential for everyone else, either we are writing, basic writing, essay writing, or application, wherever, so that without punctuation the English is incomplete. So let me discuss a little bit about the punctuation and then we will have to do this in detail. In writing, we can use punctuation marks to emphasize, clarify what we mean, where we need to take a pause, where we will have to continuous writing, and where we should have to stop. Meanwhile, in speaking, we can make a pursuit change our tone of voice so that ups and down we will have to see. Either full stop is there, so which means we will have to stop. If the comma is there, so obviously what we will have to do so that it is necessary for us to use punctuation. That's why in writing we make a use of punctuation mark as signal to our readers. To the next point, next slide. First of all, we are going to discuss about the full stop. Everybody has remembered that at the end we will have to use full stop. So that the exclamatory mark we are putting over there as the sentence has been completed, so that we will have to put full stop over there so that we will have to not to continue. The example has been given over there. He saw UFO among the trees. He asked me if I had seen it. Over there you will see he saw UFO among the trees. Full stop is over there because the sentence has been completed there, and now they will see in the next sentence he asked me if I had seen it, so that the other sentence has also been completed. If we are no, so what we will have to see over there that after yes the answer is UFO stop. Achha, why after yes we are putting full stop? The reason behind it, it is not necessary after yes we will continue answer. It is not supposed to like that. So that it is not necessary we will have to write out a UFO. So that if you want to continue writing, so that you can also write down the particular or specific answer UFO, and then you will have to put full stop. Now next slide. Next, after abbreviation BA, example, and B, you will see there are some abbreviation. After this, it is necessary for us to separate the particular alphabet. So for separating the particular alphabet, we will need to use to put full stop. You can see over there BA, which means that Bachelor of Arts. EG, which means this exemplary criteria, for example. NB is written, which means is not a win or not well. So whenever we are talking about abbreviation, so that we are also putting N dot B, E dot G, B dot F. All right. So it is often the practice of omit the full stop if the last abbreviated word is given. Suppose to, if you are writing Mr., we are putting over there the full stop. If you are writing the doctor, we are putting over there, which is not necessary because completely we are writing. All right, next slide. The full stop is the most important to the punctuation mark. Its omission when its use is undeniably required will confuse the reader. Ideas will be mixed up and the meaning intended by the writer will not be probably communicated to the reader. So why full stop is required? Because it can always, what had happened whenever we are going to use to undeniable require will confuse the reader, ideas will be mixed up. So if we are writing in continuous writing, so ideas can be mixed up. We don't know either the sentence has been completed or either the story come to the end or either the climax is going on. The meaning intended by the writer will not be probably communicated to the reader, so that we people are unable to communicate in a proper way if we are not using the proper full stop or any other punctuation. Now next slide. Next slide. The comma. On the other hand, the comma, normally if you do remember that we will have to put whenever we will have to continuous in our talking, so that for slightly pausing we are using comma. So a comma is a punctuation mark that indicates a pause is needed in a sentence. It separates the structural element of sentences into manageable segments. Commas are both an aid to sense and to ease of reading. They are sometimes used in long sentences to break up words into sections where the sense allows a pause to be taken. It's better to underuse them than to overuse them. So as it has been written over there, commas are both an add to the sense, to the ease of the reading. If there is no punctuation can be given over there, so what do we have to do? We are in continuous writing, which is not essential for us. So by putting the commas, we will have to separate the particular word so that we do understand either. We will have to stop over there slightly. Next. Okay, over there you will see commas are frequently overused. It is as well always consider the effect on the sense and construction of a sentence. To their inclusion or omission would have considered the following. For example, I saw my friend John. It is not suitable either if we are introducing a friend, so that it is necessary for us to take a pause over there. So you can see in another example, I saw my friend, then we will have to take a pause, comma, John. So what will be the sentence when we are reading this? I saw my friend John. Next. Okay, the first sentence, as I have already discussed in a nutshell, I am again that if we are introducing somebody else, so it is necessary for us to take a pause. And then if you are not taking the pause, so that is not speaking. Now next slide. Next. Okay, now conventional uses of comma to separate two descriptions side by side of the same object or person. The second of the two description adds to the meaning of the first and is parallel to it. Technically, the second statement is said to be in opposition to the first. Mr. Brown, the grocer, the sells butter. If I will give the simple example to you that usually we are going out or we are eating at our home, the things can be in a variety form. So what do we have to do? That for example, I like to eat mango, comma, banana, comma, and loaves as well. So that if we are indicating the different things that I have to buy, stationery items, grocery items, so that the choices are there. Whenever we are having multiple choices, so that we need to put comma over there. Now next slide. Next. Conventional uses of the comma. To separate the items or elements in a list. At the grocer's, I bought some eggs, bacon, sugar, tea, and biscuits. So what had happened, some writers would not insert the comma before the final ad, but others would argue that because it separates tea from the biscuits as elements and a list should be there. Look, however, at the final comma in the following list where it is essential. For breakfast, I ate some cereal, toast, eggs, and bacon. so that why eggs and bacon may be seen as a single element, either eggs and bacon. So choices are over there. So we will not supposed to be put comma over there. To have omitted the comma after toast would have obscured the sense by running toast and the eggs and bacon together. Next. Now you can see there are different examples to mark up the title of a person's being Mr. Smith. What is the trouble? You can see we are just mentioning the name separately, so that we are highlighting the person. We will have to put comma of Mr. Smith. What is the trouble? Second is, I would much rather, James, you told me the G. You told me the truth. Next. Doctor, I have had a pain in my back for quite a time. So that you will over there see me, we are highlighting the doctor, so that we are putting comma. In second example, you will see we are going to highlight the James, we have put comma, and then on the other hand, Mr. Smith, we are going to highlight it. So after highlighting the name of any person, we can have to put comma. Next. In the following sentences, you can also see direct and indirect speech. We are just separate the reporting speech, so that we will have to put comma. He said, I know that I should not have said that, so that we are putting comma. And the policeman asked, comma is necessary because we are just highlighting who is the spokerman, who is the spokesman. Why did you hesitate? So you will see there are many more examples which we have discussed. For them, the commas are very much important. Now next. Next. To separate short clauses which list actions, events, and so on. You do remember whenever we are having the phrases or our short clauses, so that after that we are also going to put the comma. For example, the man rose, we are putting comma, left the room, comma, slammed the door, comma, and made his way into the street. These are those sentences which normally we are not using the proper subject, the proper helping verb, but we will have to speak those words. So by during writing, by separating them, so that it is necessary for us to put comma there. Now next. Next. To indicate a statement, interpolated within a sentence, commas here effectively bracket of the interpolation. It was obvious, all things considered, that he had done the wrong thing. You do remember, for example, if I say in my opinion, according to me, so far as I know. So this type of words or phrases which we are highlighting in the sentences. So for those purpose, we will have to put comma, and then resting part of the sentence we should write. Now over there you will see, to separate the mark of phrase which stand part of the rest of the sentences, and to decision, there was no going back. So what do we have to do there? That the decision taking, and then there was no going back. Over there, what do we want? We are going to separate the particular part which is subject and the verb, and then another sentence, means two clauses are coming in one sentence. To separate the two clauses, we can also put comma there. Next. We want to discuss to them, so by putting comma we will have to separate them for introduction purpose. Next. To mark off a series of statements in the same sentence, he knew that what had to do, where he had to go, and when he should take the next step. So for that purpose, we will have to use comma. Now next. Yes, Shazia, do you want to ask anything else? All right, so use commas wherever you think they are necessary to prevent possibly confusion or misreading, so that we will have to put comma without any hesitation. Now next, move fast. The comma in a compound sentence is placed before the coordinating conjunction. Andy built a sandcastle and Joe played with his dog. So Andy built a sandcastle. Obviously, one part of a clause has been given, so put comma. And then second part has been started and Joe played with his dog, and then full stop will come. So two clauses are coming together. So in between two clauses, we need to put comma. Next. When a dependent clause is located after an independent clause, do not place a comma between the two. Austin is a good team, but Nordicoin is better. I became a very G, where we use semicolon and comma and question mark. So that comma we are discussing here, after this we are going to use semicolon as well as the question, difference between semicolon and question mark. Obviously, when we will have to discuss about it, so Shazia, you may know better where we need to put question mark. Little bit I am going to give the introduction to you, the question mark. Obviously, whenever we are going to ask something from somebody else, so question mark will be must, because we are asking, especially either we are using WH, where are you going, where are you living, what are you doing nowadays, so that question mark is necessary to put. Either do you have a mobile, do you have a pen, are you listening to me, this type of question whenever it has been occurred, so that question mark is essential. But on the other hand, if we will talk about the semicolon, semicolon is doing the work like a comma. As you do remember, whenever we are going to separate the phrases as well as the clauses, and then we do continue in writing, so that we need to put semicolon. And there are many more examples when the topic is going to be started, so that you will enjoy that how to use them. Okay, next slide. I hope so, Shazia, you are not having any confusion right now. Now you will see, you are asking about the semicolon. So our next topic is semicolon. The semicolon mark off one part of a sentence from another much more sharply than a comma. It is particularly useful to divide a long sentence into self-contained sections. The semicolon is used. Next. Next. You can see he was ill. Particular sentence, we are putting semicolon. He no knew it. Again, separate the sentence. He would go to the doctors. So that we are separating the sentence in this way by putting semicolon. G. Next. I told you when the clause has been separated, two different sentences are coming and both of them are having the subject, verb and the object. So two clauses are there and we are going to use, and we will have to put semicolon. You can see over here, the two clauses are there. You can see the example. Example, you can see, he knew what he should do. Sentence has been completed over there, but we want to continue in our writing. You will see, to introduce a sharp contrast between a complete statement which are closely related. We don't want to separate it from one another. So what do we have to do? Yet he could not do it. Now we should have to stop. So two sentences we are going to separate, but in continuous writing, it doesn't mean that we should have to stop. By putting semicolon, we will have to write down one more sentence. Now another example you will see, he trusted the doctor, semicolon. he distrusted himself. Two sentences are over there. If we want to write only one, obviously full stop we will use, but I want to say more about it, more related to the same sentence, related about the same sentence, then we need to put semicolon. He trusted the doctor, he distrusted himself. Next. Now semicolon we will also use whenever we are having, okay, Shazia. Yes, if there is and why we use semicolon. Yes, and doesn't mean that we are not writing the sentence, and means that we are writing the sentence in continuous form. So before and we will have to use semicolon. On the other hand, if you are using the phrases, that can be omitted. Therefore, otherwise, still, yet, for, nevertheless. Next. To break up a long sentence which would otherwise be overwhelmed by a confusion of comma, he would do it, comma, if he could do semicolon, for after all he had the time. Next. The colon is used to introduce a list which follows the immediately. He studied the use of the following punctuation mark, full stop, semicolon, colon, question mark, etc. To introduce example which illustrate, expand, and an idea, and which follow immediately. He counted his treasures, gold, silver, diamonds, and books. So you do remember the colon is used whenever we will give the particular heading, highlighted the particular clause, so that for that purpose we will have to put colon. Next. You can see further example. Hamlet once contemplated his own death, to be or not to be. This is what to do: pour the yellow liquid into the green and then get out fast. So that you will see Hamlet once contemplated his own death. And now we want to more about it to be clear it, so that we will have to put colon and then do continue. Now next. Next. To introduce the speech which follows immediately, he rose to his feet, cleared his throat, and began, unaccustomed as I am to public speaking, I should like to say, to divide two sharply contrasting statements, a semicolon sometimes has these functions too. Speech is silver. Now colon we are using, silence is golden. The river ran downhill. The colon we are using, he made his way slowly up the path. Now you can see we are separating the particular phrase has been given. For separating them, we are using colon. Next is the question mark. Okay. The question mark had its origin is an awareness of not of grammar but of rhetoric. It indicates where the voice was turned upwards to indicate a question was being asked. The full stop, which forms part of this punctuation mark, shows that a statement, in this case question, has come to end. So that the question form, obviously we will put question mark. Next. Next. Where did you go? Question mark will come. He asks where you go. All right. Next. 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 inner feelings, so that we will have to use exclamation mark. G next. Like hurrah, we have won the match. Alas, I have failed in mathematics test. Alas, I didn't get a job. Ouch, my heel has turned down. Next. Gracious, you must certainly not. Okay. Now the next is the apostrophe. Apostrophe we will have to use whenever one of the most interesting punctuation marks in English, but it is very often misused. Apostrophe. Misunderstanding abound, and it is not uncommon find on notices displayed in shops simply plurals of noun that are wrongly given an apostrophe as sign in men's hairdressers, nobody's. As one more example, I am going to give you children's. If we are celebrating the Children's Day, so that we will have to put apostrophe there. Teacher's Day, we can put apostrophe. As a singular, we will have to put teacher and then apostrophe then s. But overall, if you are talking about collectively, then teachers completely, and then after this we will have to put apostrophe next. The apostrophe is used to denote the possessive form of a noun. All nouns, singular and plural, take an apostrophe as to show the possessive case. The boy's book, the man's hats. So the boy's book, obviously the particular book is belong to the boy. We are using apostrophe. The man's hat, particular men are over there to belongs to hat, so that we are using apostrophe. Next. Next. There are two main groups of exception which merely take an apostrophe without the final s. Plural nouns which already end in as, the boys book. Collective noun, all the boys we are talking, so after s we will have to put question apostrophe. But on the other hand, if you are talking about only one particular boy, so that boy apostrophe, and then we will use s. Next. To mark the omission of a letter group in a word, don't, do not, shun. So if you do remember the full form or the contracted form, we are using do not, is not, are not, has not, have not, whatever, so that we will also use apostrophe. Now next. Next. The use of the apostrophe in such cases is often confusing. It is now the convention to omit the use of the apostrophe here, but to liticize single letters before adding the final s, es, gs, but course the 1930s, mps, and so on. So in this way, we can also use apostrophe. Current practice omit the apostrophe in the following cases in spite of what has been said above. Okay, but nowadays we are not doing practice of these. If the s, yes, g's, but force, we are not using apostrophe there. Next. The apostrophe omission, why they have been removed certain words where the initial letters are omitted: bus, omnibus, phone, telephone, car, auto car. Next. These are few examples from where we have omission of apostrophe. We have omitted. Okay, lands and but golders, green, gems, park, birds, and this is also omission we are not using. Only lands we are using because whatever we are discussing regarding the grammar, Shazia, obviously everything can be included. Some well-known proper nouns, Mark and Spencer's, Woolworths. So do whenever we are specific thing, so that we should have to highlight it by putting apostrophe. You will see lands and but the bolder screen. So that we are using lands, we are highlighting the particular word land, and so that apostrophe as next. Yes, Shazia. All right, these are the same thing. Next slide. Okay, now parentheses, as you do remember that whenever the dashes are used, what is placed between the dashes will however remain in interpolation. Simply I will tell you in easy words so that you can read it by yourself, that whenever we are if you do remember, whenever we will do the especially the dialogue writing, so during dialogue writing when we are going to describe the particular emotions, so that directly we never ever write, it can be a wrong way, so that in by putting the parenthesis or a small bracket we will have to express the emotions. Okay, next G. Over there you will see he managed. So what managed? We wanted to show the skill. We are putting parenthesis. He managed such a was his skill to build his own house. He had enough money. So it means we wanted to show that he was rich. So we are putting bracket there to buy the car. Next. They were all there, John, Mary, Tom, and Sarah, and the party was completed. So that whenever we are highlighting the particular name, already we have used they, but we want to show the name of the person or the people, so that bracket we are using. On the other hand, you will see she thought she was beautiful. In a bracket, we wanted to say something. It was a pity about her squint. He said he needed 5 pounds, so that's what he said last time. So information, when we want to give extra information, so that we will have to use commas. Next. Okay, this can be, we will have to use a square bracket are used to indicate the comments, correction, explanation, other comment, and original text. So whenever you want to give the, whenever you are going to describe the particular feelings, or you wanted to describe the person in a brief or a nutshell, so that you will have to use bracket. Okay, Shazia, which is unnecessary information, but do you think you should have to give, for example, he is buying he is doing the shopping in the shopping mall. In bracket, you are just mentioning that buying clothes, okay, or happily, or sadly, or nervously. So these are the emotions you are going to describe of the particular person, so that you will have to mention in bracket. All right, so parenthesis, wherever you want to comment over there, then you will have to use bracket, or we can say that the double shades. Next. Now the dash, it is not acceptable to use dash in solve many manners to avoid to having to decide whether a full stop is required or not. They are most effectively used to achieve a deliberately specific effect. Do remember that it is written over there, she was wearing a top hat. I noticed her immediately. So why we are using highlighting by the dash? Because the same sentence we will have to speak, or we will have to write related with the same sentence. So in this way we are putting dash, which means that sentence is not being stopped. We are writing something more about it. Next. Next is, you will see whenever there is a collective noun as well, so that we will have to use dash. Everything except the mummy left the auction room hurriedly. I should like to emphasize that public speaker should or should always speak or talk clearly. If you will focus in the sentence, either the sentence is in continuous form but related sentence with one another. That's why we are using dash. Next. If I were you, I should get off the camel unless. Second example, to suggest a sudden start to a statement. Oh, I don't agree with you for 1 minute. When you so say confidently, there is life after death. So here, if you will focus over there, that the suggest a sudden start or a statement perhaps by the interruption is over there, so that we can also use after you, but not necessary all the time we will use. We will have to put dash, especially you will see confidently that there is life after that. So that we want to say more about it, we are putting full stop because the sentence has been completed, but we are putting dash as well, so that we want to speak some more. Next. Okay, to mark off the parentheses, perhaps less emphatically than brackets, to pull together items in a list or a number of loosely strung words in order to resume the direction of a sentence. Kicking in the stomach, twisting arm, stamping on a fallen opponent, going guys, these are not the actions of the gentleman playing rugby. So here, dash, if you are just removing comma and then you will use dash so that you can be used over there, because you are separating the statement from one another and then it is in continuous writing. Next, and especially toothbrush, simple, chicken matchstick. So these two words we are combining with one another, so that we need to use dash there. Now, inverted commas, you do remember whenever quoted words are there, हम किसी words को quote कर सकते हैं, we are going to highlight it the word, so that we will have to use inverted commas. What follows in the summary of the practices, more usage found in books, serious newspaper and magazines. Next, especially direct and indirect speech. If you do remember, we were putting inverted commas there, especially in direct speech. You will see he said, I never know how to use quotation mark. So he said comma, we are using the inverted commas, we are quoting our word. Next. Next example, you will see he said, I never know how to use quotation marks. So quotation mark have been highlighted because I am saying somebody else directly. I said, what are you doing? So that we will have to put quotation mark because I am directly questioning from you. So that the direct quoted word we will have to use quotation mark. Next. Over there, another sentence, Quirk argued the quotation mark are a nuisance to the writer. So that question mark, we are just, which word we are going to highlight it over there, we will have to put quotation mark or inverted commas. Next. For the sake of uniformity, however, many publishing houses places single full stop within a final inverted commas, whatever the situation. We will have to put, we will not consider any other situation, but the situation is directly emphasized, we will put inverted commas. Next. You can see another example, the weeping child said, I never said. What a big nose you have. So that we are highlighting over there, you know, everything, exclamatory mark, quotation mark, comma, and then inverted commas. In one sentence, the weeping boy said, comma, inverted commas are open. I never said, comma. Quotation mark are open. What a big nose you have, exclamatory mark, and then the quotation mark has been omitted. Walaikum assalam. Yes, Dr. Shazia, why not? When we are just going to use the board, so that over there we are using in daily life example. So in daily life example, you will learn more about it. So first we will complete the topic if we are having a time, so that I will give more example to you. But otherwise, we will have to keep this topic in a revision class, with more example which we are using in our daily life, so that you will better know how to use them. So let me see how much time we are having, then accordingly we will have to do. Next slide. And that is good if you are learning something from here. All right, now over there you will see inverted commas are used to mark a word or a phrase outside the predominant variety of English being used to argue that economically, politically, and socially it would be better for a Great Britain to leave the European Unions, and then we are highlighting by using inverted commas Bosch. Next. To be or not to be, a quotation from Hamlet. All right, next. Next. Now you will see last example, which is italicized. Why we are going to use it? That the judge asked the accused, one armed man, did you not see the notice which said, do not feed the animals? You will see, although the italic script is a device used for print, underline can be used by writers effectively. This is not completely part of punctuation, but somehow it is. Avoid the confusion over use of double inverted commas within a single inverted commas. It is often clearer or more convenient to underline the title. Words used outside the predominant variety of English and short questions, so that it is not necessary all the time we are putting quotation mark, inverted commas. If we will omit, so that we will have to use italics so that it can be the work of inverted commas. Next. I cannot really say I like eating cold porridge. I positively abhor eating cold lumpy and porridge. These italicized sentences or the words you will have to use in the inverted commas, but if you are not using them, so that you will have to use italics. G. Next. Hyphens. 11-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old. So this type of the example of the hyphens should be used to convey a significant in the relationship on one word to another word. For example, examine the differences in meaning or the between. 2 years old baby, 5 years old children. So in this way, we will have to use hyphens. Next. Hyphens are used to form of a compound nouns or the adjective, especially where such compounds are newly coined, not fully established as a compound, or carry a specific meaning. Teddy, boys, punk, rockers. Okay, so that one specific word can be related to the meaning of the other word. In this way, we will have to use hyphen. Next. Next. Okay. Over there, you will see hyphens often separate the elements in a compound, which would look awkward perhaps because of the clash of the vowels or a danger confusion consonant, be difficult to read or pronounce if it were written as a single word, like socio-economic, high, fire, retroactive. So that we will have to use hyphens, socio-economy and retroactive. Next. Okay, most of the hyphens may be used to split the words. Secondly, if it is customary, however, to divide words in British English or appropriate morphological example like pose it in, ein, rather than positi on. Often the morphological break, that is the point at which a unit with its own division of a meaning within the words and coincides with the syllabic break, the point at which the part of a word uttered by a single effort of the voice and example resentment, so that we are going to put hyphens there. Next. Okay, thank you so much. So that whenever we are having the next class, so that we will have to revise this topic once again. Okay, Shaji, if you are having a problem, so that in a revision class, whenever we will discuss about it, so that you may get more and more. Thank you so much. Take care a lot. Allah Hafiz.